Hello my dear children of standard 4th. Today we are going to start with a new topic, that is subject verb agreement, which is there in the textbook on page number 75. Children, in our previous lessons we have already studied about subject as well as verb. Yes, so let's recall it once again. Children, let us see first what is a subject. The subject is the doer of the action, means the person, place, thing or idea that is doing or being something are called subject of a sentence, and the action performed by the subject is known as verb. Children, look at the example in the textbook. See the first sentence, the boy speaks English. Here we are talking about the boy. The boy is the doer of the action. So the boy is the subject. And what action the boy is performing? He is speaking English. Yes, he speaks English. So speaks is a verb. So the boy is the subject and verb is speak. Okay, understood? So children, as you can see, the second sentence is also given over here. The boys speak English. Now in this two sentence you can see some difference are there. Yes, see in the first sentence the subject is singular. Yes, the boy, it is singular noun, whereas in second sentence it is the boys and it is plural noun. So when the subject is singular, verb has to be in singular number. So we add s to the verb. Whereas when the boys are plural, so the verb has to be in plural number, that is without s. So the boys speak English. Understood? Explanation is given over here. As you can see over here, in the first sentence the subject boy is in the singular number. Yes, singular noun. So the verb speaks is also in the singular. In the second sentence, the subject boys is in the plural number. So the verb speak is also in the plural. Note this, children. It will be seen that the verbs end in s to make the singular number. So as I told you, when we have to make the verb in singular number, we have to add s to it. Okay, so do remember this. When the verb has to be in singular number, we have to add s to the verb. When the subject is singular, the verb will be in singular number. Okay. So let us move further, children. Hence we say that a verb takes the same number as its subject. In other words, the verb must agree with its subject in number. So here you can see that the verb agrees with the subject. Yes, so whatever subject is there, if the subject is in singular number, then the verb has to be in the singular number. If the subject is in the plural, then the verb has to be in the plural number. So with this we can come to know that the subject always, the subject and the verb always agrees with each other. Okay. Now let us move further. Now before moving with this example, let us recall with first person, second person and third person. We have already studied this pronouns. Yes, first person, second person and third person pronoun. So let us recall it once again. As you can see over here, one table is there for first person, second person and third person. Yes, so when we are talking about first person, the singular pronoun will be I or me, and for plural we will use we or us. Okay, for second person we use you, and plural also we use you. And for third person, for singular pronoun we use he, she, it, him or her, and for plural we will use they or them. So when we are doing our lesson of subject verb agreement, we have to remember this. Okay, then only it becomes easy for us to do the exercises further. So now let us go back to our exercise, which is there on page number 75. Now read the following sentence. See now here children, two sentences are given. Let us read it. I speak English. He speaks English. In both the sentences, the subject is in the singular number. See, as you can see, in both the sentences, I and he both are singular number. But in the first sentence, the subject I is in the first person. Now, as I showed you in that table, I is the first person, yes. While in the second sentence, the subject he is the third person. Now, he is in the third person place, yes. Thus, a verb changes with first, second and third person. So, do remember this, whenever the subject is in the first person, the verb is different. Whenever the subject is in the second or third person, the verb is different. So, here when I is there, the first person pronoun is there, the verb will be in the plural number, whereas when the subject, that is pronoun, is in the third person, the verb will be in the singular number. Okay. So, we may not say that a verb must agree with its subject in number and person. So, we cannot say that the verb agrees with the subject in the numbers and person. It differs according to the person, that is first, second and third. Okay. So, we will move with further exercises. Examples are over here. So, with this you will be cleared with the concept of first, second and third person. Now, see, here one table is given for is, am and are. We write is for singular noun. Yes, am we always used with I and are we use for plural noun or pronoun. Okay. So, now see here singular nouns are singular sentences are given, subject, singular subject are used for the sentences, and over here plural subjects are used for the sentences. Okay, plural pronouns are used. So, first of all see, I am a boy. I is first person, so with I, as I told you, am will be used. You are a boy. Now second person is you. Okay, second person pronoun is you, so with that we always used are. He is a boy. Now again third person we use is, singular now singular verb. She is a girl, which she we always used is. The child is happy. Now singular noun, so singular verb. Rama is a good boy. Now Rama is singular, so verb will be in singular form. Hari, you are lazy. Now here you can see Hari is singular, but you is the second person. So second person we always use are. So you are lazy. Now see the table over here for plural. What we use, we is first person, it is plural pronoun, so with that we use are. We are boys. You are boys. They are boys. They are girls. The children are happy. Now you can see over here we, you, they, the children. Rama and Hari are good boys. Here Rama and Hari is given. Hari and Rama, you are both lazy. Now again Hari and Rama. So this all are plural pronoun or plural nouns. Yes, two person means plural. So the children are also plural. They. So here the subject is plural. So with that we use the verb for plural pronoun, that is are. Okay, as you can see over here in all the sentences are is being used. Okay, so do remember this. Now let us move further with was and were. Okay, so now here was we use for singular noun and were we use for plural nouns. So with singular, here table is given, here singular and plural nouns are given, sentences are given. So I was absent, see I singular, so it will be was. You were absent Ali. Now for second person we use were. Okay, he was absent, she was absent. Now here third person we use was. That boy was absent, so that boy, boy is singular, so was. Hari was absent, again Hari is singular, so was. So do remember this. For singular subject or pronoun we use was, but only for second person pronoun, that is you, we always use were. Now see the plural sentences which is there over here. We were absent, we is plural, so were. You were absent, Hari and Rama. You, for you we will always use were. They were absent. Those boys were absent. Rama, Hari and Abdul were absent. Now here you can see we, you, they, those boys, Rama, Hari, Abdul. All these are plural subject. Okay, so for this we will use were. Okay. Now let us see when to use has and have. Singular and plural sentences again are given. Now here first person is there I, so with I we will use have. I have a book. For you second person we will use have, that is you have a book. He has a book. Now here singular third person is there, so we will use has. She has a book in her hand. The book has a nice cover. This girl has a book. So do remember this. For I and you, that is for first person and second person we will use have. Then for third person and singular subject we will always use has. Okay. Now see the plural sentences which is there over here. We have books. You have books. They have books. They have books in their hands. The books have nice covers. These girls have books. Now here you can see all the subjects are in the plural form and pronouns are also plural, nouns are also plural. So for that we use have. Okay, understood? Now last is do and does. Now here also you can see two columns are given for singular and plural. So let us read the sentences. I do my lessons. He does his lessons. The boy does his work well. The girl does her work well. So now here also you can see that for first person pronoun we use do. Third person we use does. Okay, for singular noun we use does. Okay. Now plural you can see we do our lesson. You do your lesson. So now here plural we is there, so for that we will use do. You is second person pronoun, for that also we will use do. They do their lessons. The boy and the girl do their work well. Now here they is plural pronoun, so for that we will use do. The boy and the girl are plural, so again we will use do. Okay, so for singular pronouns, singular subject we use does. Only for I, first person pronoun we use do, whereas for plural we will always use do. Only for singular we use does and plural we are going to use do. Okay, I hope that this is clear to you. Here is one chart I have prepared for you to make you understand this subject verb agreement more clearly. So as you can see over here, subject verb agreement. When the subject is singular noun or plural noun, so the verb which we will use is, for singular noun we will use is, was, has and does. And for plural noun we will use are, were, have and do. Okay, this is very easy. Then when we move with pronoun, when the subject is in the pronoun form, so we have to see the first person pronoun, second person or third person. So according to this we have to write the verb. Okay, so now when the verb is in the singular form, okay, when the pronoun are in the singular form, so you have to see that first. Okay, so if is in the singular form, so first person is I, so with I we always use am, with I we will use was, with I we will use have, and with I we will use do. So these are the verbs we will use when we are writing the verbs for first person pronoun. Okay, understood? Now for second person pronoun, that is you, when the pronoun is in the singular form, that is you, so we will use the verb are when we are talking about you, were, have and do. So with you we always use are, were, have and do according to the sentence. Okay, now for third person pronoun, when we are talking about singular pronoun for third person, that is he, she, it, when in the sentence the subject starts with he, she, it, when the subject is he, she, it, we will use is, was, has and does for this three subject. Okay, getting? Now let us move further with plural pronouns. Okay, so first person plural is we, second person is you, and third person is they. Okay, so now for first person, when we are talking about we, the verbs we will use is are, were, have and do. When we are talking about you, when the subject is you, then we will use are, were, have and do for the verb according to the sentence. And when the third person pronoun is there, that is they for the subject, then we will use are, were, have and do. Okay, so with the help of this chart, I hope that the subject verb agreement topic is clear to you.